Screw it. I say it's summer. I can't wait anymore. I'm tired of scooping 5-gallon buckets of shower water out of the water hole, so I'm gonna fill the tank. I think maybe it won't freeze anymore. I don't know. It was 34 this morning. It's right now at our peak temperature of the day of 48. As long as we don't get a hard freeze, it'll blow out the connector on the water tank, ruin the hoses and stuff. I think maybe we're safe. I don't know. I'm gonna do it. If it looks like we're gonna have a hard freeze, I'll just have to drain it out again. I'm ready for summer. Welcome back to the worm. And this is why I'm filling the water tanks, because I finally yesterday said, screw it, it is summer, or at least it's not winter anymore, and I set up my palace, which is so exciting. I'm just getting my stuff moved in there. A few more things to do, and I figured while I'm sorting stuff out, I'm gonna go ahead and get the tanks filling. So, I just took the Ryobi water pump that runs off drill batteries into the tank. I try to just use the top tank because then it gravity feeds to wherever you want to pull the hose, which is usually right at the shower. And the bottom one I'll just use for water storage, like, you know, come the middle of summer when it starts getting dry, I'll fill the bottom one up too, just in case we get through too many weeks and maybe into months without any water flowing out here. I'll have a reserve, and then I can take that, pump it up to the top one, and then use it for gravity feed again. So normally this guy will be hooked into that top tank, and it runs down over here to the shower. I just went out and filled my 100-pound shower propane tank as well. I know you guys have all seen the shower plenty of times, but propane to giant burner there. Use the hose here to fill up the 5-gallon pot, heat it up to whatever temperature you want. Got the infrared thermometer there, so you can get it, you know, just spot on whatever temperature you like. But to fill this, I need this hose too. I have to drag it down the trail. Down there is the watering hole, so I have almost to the foot enough hose. If anybody happened to move the watering hole or the water tower over the winter, this isn't going to work. I'm not going to say by any stretch of the imagination that I suffer while I'm out here, but it's nice when you have to work a little bit for the stuff most of us take for granted all the time, like having running water or hot water. Let's get to this point in the season, and all of a sudden I'm going to have basically running water to fill up my shower pot, and it's super exciting. So I mean, you know, if things are a little bit more difficult, I always feel like the upside is you really do appreciate, oh, it's either raining or snowing right now, I can't tell, but you really do appreciate the little things like this, and a season of 5 or 6 months where you know, have water on demand. This is what you get for having really cheap hoses, and when it's still pretty cold. It might not reach down there, I don't know. That is actually snow right now. How weird. It's like little ice balls. Did I pick the wrong day to do this? No, I'm going for it. Bastard. Got hung up. Changed my mind, decided to put the pump down here so I don't have to listen to it for the next 3 or 4 hours. So pretty much everything runs down through these channels that I dug in the swamp, or the marshy area. Just basically took the top layer of grass and sod out of there. And it flows quite nicely now. Some logs underneath there, I had to chip out some trenches with the axe and other hand tools. So I've got about a foot and a half deep of water there. And I'll start up the pump. Not quiet. See if we got it coming out. It is coming out. Nice. Let it run for a couple minutes and get the old funk water out of there. Oh man, it almost doesn't reach. Oh, we got a leak. Holy cow, that is close. Gonna have water, baby. Well, about halfway there. That was yeah, that's just right. It's about 4 batteries to fill the whole thing when it's cold like this. Could probably do it all in 3 if it were a toasty warm day. Put in about 5 ounces of 5 ounces of Clorox per 225 gallons. That's enough to actually make it drinkable, although I don't really use it to sterilize it to drink. I just do it so that the water doesn't go bad in the tank over the next month or 2 or 3. I do drink this water, but it still goes through a ceramic filter, so it just keeps too much sludge, green sludge, from forming inside there. I got the propane going up through the floor there to the heater, and then now I got a little bitty generator. Got power out here so I can charge my car battery to edit videos for you. Movable heater, pretty fancy. Can even take it in the tent. Slowly we're getting this put together. Here's the orange extension cord, runs in through the deck there, power strip. That's charging this battery right now, as well as charging the Ryobi batteries that are running the water pump. And then once that's charged up, switch the alligator clips, go through the inverter, and over to the computer. I know it probably seems like chaos, but it's it's really fun. And it's we just hope that it doesn't snow anymore and this tent doesn't get crushed. It takes about maybe a ½ inch of snow and all these poles will get bent and everything, and I'll be really screwed. So I'm hoping it holds out, because if it does, I can edit from the tent now. All right, let's see what we got here. Pretty good. Good enough for moi. Go shut her down. Man, every minute that goes by, I get less and less sure that Mother Nature got the memo that it's summertime. It is not warm out here. This is not how I remember summer. Actually, last year I remember thinking, actually wondering if there really was summer up here. I thought by like May or June, I was like, you know what, maybe the Upper Peninsula doesn't get summer. Like, maybe this is the summer. Takes quite a while to kick in, that's for sure. I hear it. Let's see if we got running water. Well, full 225 gallons of water, 100 pounds of propane, and the big orange castle setup. This is going to be a good summer. Now, if I'd have thought of it while I had all the hose laid out and the water pump rigged up, I would have filled up the hot tub. This would be a great day for a soak. I just had a thought. I know, amazing, right? I started a Patreon account recently. Without that, this wouldn't go on a whole lot longer. But some people have already donated on Patreon, and I really appreciate it. And you know, as most of you probably know, there's kind of a tier system. You know, if you give $1, you get this. If you give $5, you get this. Stickers and t-shirts and stuff like that. And I figured instead of taking your money that you've given to me to make videos and sending it back to you in the form of swag, I would use it to actually stay out here and make more videos. But I do want to still have some way of saying thank you to you guys. So I found 3 old half cans of varnish of sorts. I think at least one of them's still liquid, so I'm going to plane this whole thing back off with the hand planer. And anybody that donates $5 a month or more, I'm going to carve your name into the table. Some of these videos take months to put together, so if you started donating and you haven't seen your name in it, just give it time. I promise it'll show up. If it's been, say, 2 to 3 years and you still haven't seen it, maybe shoot me a message. This planer has reversible blades in it so that you can hit something like, say, a screw head or something once, and you can flip them over and get one more chance. I'm already on the second chance, so I'm going to actually take these boards off to plane them. I know if I just sink these in, I'm going to end up missing one and screwing it up. Actually, I wonder if a wire brush would clean the edge up too. Oh yeah. That's a little bit rough. I'm really gonna hold the varnish after this. Oh, I screwed him in from the bottom too. Crap, when I had the table upside down. Please, please, please. Yeah. I kind of like the way it looks half done. Maybe I'll not take the whole thing all the way down. Sure, it's hard to tell with the shadows, but leave a little bit of gray in there. Why not? It actually isn't too great. I can't remember when I made this. I guess in the summertime last year. But it's cedar, so it lasts quite a long time. Oh. There are more screws in here that I cannot find. There we go. Anybody remember the mustard screws? You make my life miserable every time I'm using the mustard screws. Going to eat through my whole week's supply of Ryobi batteries doing this. That's okay. The only downside of doing this now is I've been burning brush for almost 2 weeks now. I got 2 fire pits going, and this is about 15 feet from the fire pit. I keep getting smoked out. Ugh, that's a lot of smoke. Got through most of the brush over here, and now I'm burning super wet logs. And surprisingly, they go. It doesn't take too long. Well, guess we got the most of this one. Is it still a liquid? Hey, that doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that'll work. Who knows how long it'll last, but also, who cares how long it lasts? It's gonna be fun. You don't have to worry about drips out here. No drop claws. All clothes are painting clothes. Just gonna friggin' dump this on. You know, you varnish stuff that's flat, like horizontal, how much fun it is. You can just lay it on really thick and let it soak in, instead of vertical stuff where you get drips and runs and everything. I'd better go over it one more time real quick with the tack cloth. Nice and thick. All right, I will say that looks pretty cool. It's got a really nice color to it. I like it. Fine, I'll keep it. I guess I'll do the rest. And today I'm listening to the Dollop, learning about toothpicks. Why? I haven't a clue. I figure if I don't put my headphones in at least an hour or two a day, I forget what it's like to hear other people's voices. Which is not the worst thing ever, but gotta have some line to the real world just in case I ever have to join it again. Yep, life's pretty quiet out here. Who'd have thought this could actually be fun? Finishing something without a chainsaw. Oh, I just put my hand on the table. Damn it. You moron. I'll try not to lean against that. Take a little lunch break, and since I never have fires just for fun, take the opportunity to cook up some tube steak. It's kind of nice. Sit down and cook your food and eat it sitting. Having bratwursts straight up with celery and peanut butter on a little bit of sugar-free Gatorade, so it's kind of a classy joint I run. Little dessert applesauce. Mmm, so good. I know what you're thinking. Classy. And you're right. Back at it. Well, I've been burning cutting and burning for 3 more hours and seems dry enough to do a second coat. Probably not going to have enough to do the whole thing, so I think we'll switch to a different sheen halfway through. That'll be nice, right? It's going to be fun to carve some names into it. Might have to donate $5 myself to the Ringworm Fund in order to get my name on here. Man, you know what just came out today? Are these flies that they don't bite. They're not horse flies, they're smaller, but they just go straight to your face every time. You can't shoo them away, they don't care. They just want to make out with your face. I'm just going to go ahead and varnish in the wood ashes and the little needles from the cedar trees and a few errant bugs. I think they're going to be sealed in as part of the art. Who knew? Who knew that a coat of varnish could make something look better and seal it and protect it? Not me. Since I already had the tools and everything out and brush that I'm going to throw away, I figured I'd do my cooking table as well. Just running the planer over it a couple times. This wasn't even planed in the first place. It's just straight out of the mill. So it's really rough. Looks kind of cool though once it's slightly planed. I'm going to put a coat of varnish on there. I cannot believe I'm varnishing stuff out here. So embarrassing. Not the most quality lumber there, but it holds stuff. Alright, let's check with the Patreons. So I'm going to say, if you donate $5 or more a month, putting your name on here, and regardless of how much you've donated already, I'm going to go ahead and put everybody's name on here so far. So let's see, who is the first person? Looks like Ray was the first one. I think I'm just going to put the last initial. Some of you don't want your last name on here because, you know, I might use it to look up your tax documents or whatever, take your identity. So Ray, you're the first. Thank you, Ray. John. Who's next? Thomas. Where should Thomas go? Right here. Better come at this from another angle. You don't want to get all bunched up here. I like it. The table looks great. It's amazing that people have donated some money to keep the videos coming. I think I need to do something to make them stick out a little bit more. How about some charcoal from the fire? Man, it's been raging for days and days and days. I wonder if there's any spot that's not gonna fry me. I guess I could just take the charcoal that shot 5 feet out of the fire here. I know some of your screen names are not your actual name, so if you want your actual name, oh, look at that, Luella. That really works. So if you want your name on the table and it not to be some weird abbreviation of your screen name, make sure you send me a message. And wow, that looks sweet. What was I saying? Oh yeah, tell me your real name and I'll carve it in. Look how it just pops. This is actually pretty fun. It's the little things in life, you know. Wow, you're gonna be able to see these names for a long time. Uh-oh. Hey Greg, check it out. This is what happens when you don't pay attention to what you're doing. Your name's on here twice, man. That's what a great guy you are. Well, thank you all again for watching the videos and now supporting me on Patreon so I can stay out here even longer. Another year maybe, we'll see. It's been a year and 4 months I've been living out here in Michigan, kind of the middle of nowhere, in a tent and building crazy crap with a chainsaw. I do appreciate everybody watching, and I gotta cut this off now because I'm working on another little ridiculous project right now. The video will probably be out after this one. It's a little something I put together to launch chunks of wood a long ways. Gotta carve up some bowling pins. You'll see. Thanks for watching. Even this one came out looking kind of cool, huh? Probably sell for $600 in some hoity-toity catalog. Isn't that kind of the in thing, that look? That's exactly what you get if you make your own lumber with a chainsaw, leave it outside for over a year, and then decide to plane it off a little bit, cover it in, in leftover varnish. It'll probably peel off in a week.